All right. It's good to be back. It's definitely good to be back and be in front of all of you. Thanks so much for filling this break. Tremendous support today. My goodness. Listed the break, had so much interest in it the past few days, got so many messages, listed the break, and it filled up in a flat pretty quickly in about just over 30 minutes. Amazing support. If anyone's just tuning in, if anyone wants to talk in the chat box, it would be great just to make sure you can hear me. I think the sound's working and everything's working. It might be a bit rusty after not doing a break since March, since Mr. COVID decided to raise its head. But thank you very much for filling this break. We are now back. 1-0 Cards is back, and it's really good to be back, I can tell you. I've been missing breaking for you people. So this break is a 3-box plus 1 cello high-end mixer break. It has a box of Noir, one of the hottest products this year. Noir 1920. It has a box of Prism Choice, another hot product, 1920. Has Supreme Hardcourt 1617, and one cello pack of 1920 Prisms. So it's going to be a huge break. It's going to happen at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Set your alarm clocks, 6 p.m. Singapore time. That, I believe, is 8 p.m. Sydney time. For Philippines, it's the same time, 6 p.m. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure you people are looking forward to it. And it's going to be sick. I will announce one of the additional surprises that wasn't mentioned. G'day, Kelman. Good to see you in the chat box. This really is a short show, but I just wanted to firstly thank everyone again, and I'll have to thank everyone again in the show tomorrow, because I think more than likely more people will watch that show than this one. But it is only a short show, and I wanted to explain a couple of things. There are a few new people in our breaks. We do things slightly differently here at 1-0 Cards, and always have, and we put it up to a vote in the past within my group, and it was voted for. So I was obviously doing something right in terms of the trade zone. So what we do is we randomize the teams. The spots that you guys picked is always yours, so we never randomize the spots. We just randomize the 30 NBA teams and then link them up to this this spreadsheet that we have, which I'll go through the spots that you guys picked or were lucky enough to get random in. And then we randomize the teams, link them up, and then I set up a 24-hour trade zone post, which normally is 24 hours, somewhere in between 20 to 24 hours, based on when I do the random. But this one will be about 20 hours. And it's that long so that everyone in all the different time zones can participate. I know some people are already sleeping, some people haven't woke up. So there's different time zones for all the participants in this list. Not all are from the same country, so that's why. And what can you do in the trade zone? You can buy, you can sell, you can trade to the participants of this break, or to any other member within my break group. So that's the reason for that. It gives everyone an equal chance to participate in the trade zone, and sometimes there's a lot of action. Sometimes there's not much. There's about that much, but you got to use it if you don't like the team. So make the most of it. If you want to make a trade, you want to make a suggestion, use the post to your advantage. I'll help you out. I'll facilitate, and I'll tag the owner, and hopefully we can get a trade, sell off or buy off happening. The price is always up to you. Once I randomize the teams, this is no longer I'm no longer the owner. Actually, I never was, but you become the owner of that team, and what you do with it is what you wish. So let's go through the formalities. Let's have a look at the spots that everyone has. So Cameron has spot 1. He has Stavros in spot 2, Arvin spot 3, Erica in spot 4, Chris in 5, Michael 6, Way in 7, Michael Green. So there's 2 Michaels. Michael Lee in 6, Michael Green in 8, Michael Lee again in 9, Craig in 10, Vince in 11, James in 12, Eve 13, Adam in 14, James in 15, James Kelman in 15, Michael Green 16, Jason in 17, Tommy 18, Steve 19, Filippo 20, Artie 21, Gary 22, Jason 23, Joe 24, Cameron 25, Eve 26, Grant 27, Steve 28, Andrew Fozzie in 29, and Sue in 30. So those are the spots. Let's click over to the teams, the 30 NBA teams. One moment. 30 NBA teams. Let's do this for a moment. Okay, so the 30 NBA teams are here, and you will see me copy them. What's most important, no magic, Mr. Kelman says. Hopefully not, but there is a magic. That's right there. So most importantly, people see this list that I always use. It's actually every time I open it, it randomizes itself once or a couple of times, who knows how many times, but it's never looking the same way every time we do a break. But for the reference of everyone, the most important ones that we need to look at is 1, 2, 29, and 30. So let's have a look. OKC in 1, 2 is Cavaliers, and at the bottom Clippers in 29, Hornets 30. So when I copy the list into the randomization machine, we want to make sure that that's how it copies across in 1, 2, 29, and 30. Everything else should remain basically in the same order. That's the most important thing. So OKC, Cavaliers 1, 2, Clippers, Hornets in 29, 30. There you can see it. Then let's go over to the randomization machine, which is this one. Let's paste. So Clippers, Hornets in 29 and 30. And then we see OKC and Cavaliers in 1 and 2. So that was correct. All right, we randomize the teams here. It's anywhere minimum 5 or higher. 2 dice roll. That is the sequence. Let's find out. 2 dices. How many times we're going to spin? We're going to respin it. It's minimum 5 or higher. That's 3. So let's spin them again. Boom, 10. All right, so let's find out who the teams are going to be. We'll match them up in this live show. This is a verified random video as well. I post up the link in the trade zone so you can check that out, each spin, what happened. But I go through it in the show anyway. So this is a running time clock here in Singapore. It's 10:39. 1 round to go. There is a date timestamp at the bottom. So Magic at the top. We have the Nuggets at the bottom. That's the date timestamp again. Twice. Portland Trailblazers at the top. Magic at the bottom. And it's going up. There we go. Going 3 times. Hornets at the top. Hawks at the top. Blazers at the top. Warriors at the top. Pistons at the top. 2 rounds to go. Grizzlies at the top. 1 round to go. Thunder at the top. And then it's Celtics at the bottom. Good luck, everyone. Thanks again for filling this break. Appreciate your support. It's very good to be back here at 1-0 Cards and breaking for you people. So I can't wait for the break tomorrow. Who's going to get what team? Boom. Here we go. Knicks at the top. And we have Nuggets at the bottom. This is the live the verification code, which I'll post up in the trade zone. So Nuggets at the bottom. And we have Knicks at the top. So let's copy the list. And then we're going to find out live who got what. Okay. So then we cross over to this view. And we paste. And it was, just for my reference, Nuggets at the bottom and Knicks at the top. Knicks at the top, Nuggets at the bottom. It's correct. Here we go. So Mr. Cameron has the New York Knicks, Stavros, the Wizards, Bucks, Arvin, Clippers is Erica, Portland Trailblazers, Chris, Charlotte Hornets, Michael, Houston Rockets, Way, Cleveland Cavaliers, Michael Green, Michael Lee has the Grizzlies, Mr. Ja Morant, is he going to appear? Timberwolves, Craig. Thunder, Rando. Boston Celtics, Mr. James Vickers. Eve got the Heat. Utah Jazz, Adam. Orlando Magic, James Kelman. Michael Green, the Lakers. Indiana Pacers, Jason. Mavericks, Tommy. Sacramento Kings, Steve. Pelicans, Filippo. My goodness, is Zion going to appear? Phoenix Suns, Artie. Brooklyn Nets, Gary D. Detroit Pistons, Jason. Philadelphia 76ers, Joe. Spurs, Cameron. Eve. The Raptors. Chicago Bulls, Mr. Grant. Is Mr. Jordan going to appear out of the Supreme Hardcourt? My goodness, that would be awesome. Steve Harrison has the Hawks. Golden State Warriors, Andrew. Nuggets is Mr. Sue. So, these are your teams. There is 2 years worth of rookie years, 16, 17, 19, 20. But, yeah, it's going to be a sick break. There are important things to happen tomorrow. You will see an announcement of something additional happening. Of course, in our breaks and in pretty much any break that you go in, the chances of going hitless, there is a chance. Here at 1-0 Cards, there's always something that we do here at 1-0 Cards. Excuse me. There is a $15 hitless draw for the high-end breaks. So you can win $15 hitless off your next break. If you do go hitless, there's a randomization draw with all the hitless teams, but also there's you get a pack in the mail anyway, so no one actually goes without any package going to them. But also there's something interesting happening tomorrow. You'll have to wait and tune into 1-0 Cards break group to find out what else is going to be given away to someone that goes hitless on top of everything else. So that's all for tonight, people. It is a bit of a late night. Some of you can go to sleep. Some of you are waking up. This is Mr. Filippo's happy with the Pelicans. Well, this was the Team Random here at 1-0 Cards. We are back. We are excited to be back, and we will be back here 6 p.m. tomorrow, Singapore time. Set your alarm clocks, people. We will be pulling the fire here at 1-0 Cards, as we always do, and be trying really hard to pull crackers for you. Let's see what happens. 1-0 Cards signing out. That's all for tonight, people. Trade Zone coming up. Check it out. If you don't like the team, make a trade. I don't think Filippo wants to trade. See you all back here live tomorrow, 6 p.m. 1-0 Cards. Good to be back, people. Have a good night.